leave a comment, and hit that bell at the top so when we drop new content, you will get notified. Today, we're going to be talking about Colby Covington and Islam Makhachev. What you think about that fight? If they both win their next fight, how do you see a fight between these two playing out at welterweight?
I think it'd be way more competitive than what people think because Islam is real strong for his weight class and he cuts like a bunch of weight. So you would have people who think that Colby would just manhandle him, but at the same time, Islam did get taken down by Volk in the 5th round, and Volk weathered the storm against Islam, and Colby, his cardio is probably better than Volk's.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it can be competitive. Colby has this thing to when he get in the later rounds, sometimes he shoots, but he don't really set it up. And there will be opportunities for Islam to submit him. But like I say, Islam, I don't think he can finish any top tier guy in the later rounds. If he's going to get the job done, it's going to be early on. So this fight is very interesting because Islam will have to finish him early on, but the problem is Colby make mistakes later on, so I don't think Islam has the cardio to capitalize on Colby's mistakes later on in the fight. Doesn't make sense?
Yeah, and then it will be a 25-minute fight. It's 5 rounds for sure. It would have to be. And like you said, Islam, his best chance is getting him out of there earlier. But Colby is not somebody you go out there and knock out or submit in the first round. But that's not how you beat Colby.
But Colby never fought nobody like Islam, though. Islam got the power. He got the submissions. This fight is going to take place on the feet. It's not really going to hit the ground. So it's going to really come down to who really got the best striking. And I can see a world where Islam actually hurts Colby. But at the same time, all Colby got to do is weather the storm and get to the 3rd round.
And at the same time, people kind of sleeping on Colby's power too now. Because at the end of the day, him and Usman, they were throwing hands. I know he didn't win those fights, but the striking is a lot more close than people want to give him credit for. The only knock I have on Colby is he don't really have power.
And I see what you're saying, but this is very interesting.
But if he was able to hit Islam with those same punches...
But just think about it. Who has more knockout power, Colby Covington or Volkanovski?
I would assume that...
I say Volk. I would say Volk, but at the same time, you gotta understand.
But a Colby punch would have to be somewhat equal to that punch that he landed on Islam, right? Just because of the weight.
I don't think so, man. But that's what I was gonna say. I would say on paper it's Volk, but we got 2 bigger guys in there. If Colby is able to land a bunch of punches, he might be able to hurt Islam. And you also got to understand, Kamaru Usman got one of the greatest shins of all time. So we can't really look at the Kamaru Usman fight and say Colby doesn't really hit hard because a lot of people failed to knock out Kamaru Usman. So the thing is, Colby, he might be able to hurt Islam. But honestly, I just think on paper, the ground game gonna cancel out. And I think his striking is a little bit better.
But the thing is, Islam, now his striking is underrated. I will give you that. Like, he do got some low-key power and he do pick his shots very well because he caught Volk clean a few times. It wasn't the damage that people tried to make it out to be, and he caught Charles good. But at the same time, I don't know if he can play that game against Colby because you know how Colby coming for 5 rounds and Colby been here multiple times, 25 minutes against people who can knock you out and then they can submit you if they get you down to the ground.
See, Islam would have to hurt Colby and submit him. And I think his game plan is the easier game plan because all he got to do, I'm not going to say all he got to do, like it's easy. But his game plan is easier because he would have to keep the fight standing. Keep the fight on the feet. And
just outwork him.
The problem is, there's only one problem with that.
Islam do got some power and he might be able to hurt Colby.
Is that, and it's also one other thing. Can Islam lose a decision? Let's be honest, at this point, bro, the game plan against Islam, you got to finish. You got to finish him because we didn't see him hurt, knocked down. And one judge, they scored it 49-46 for Islam.
You can't win, all right?
So the thing is, Colby has to know that he probably has to come close to finishing Islam. And it's weird because Colby, he ain't got that style. So maybe Colby ain't got the style or the game to actually beat Islam because he definitely can go 5 rounds with Islam, but it's still going to be enough for him to get the decision. You got to understand, I know this was years ago, but he struggled with RDA, and I think RDA beat him. To be honest, Islam is a better version of RDA, minus the kicks.
But he might have those at this point. He's spending $1 million on a training camp, so...
I think this matchup kind of benefits Colby because he's bigger. Also, the thing is,
it takes away a big advantage that Islam has had over a lot of other guys that he fought at lightweight, and even the size advantage he had over Volk. If him and Volk were the same size, Volk finishes him in that fight.
I don't know if he finishes, man, but it's hard to say if somebody gonna get finished or not, but he would have been more decisive.
I'm saying, look at what happened at the end and just think if Volk was naturally a 155 or dropping down from welterweight to 155 to do that with power like Dustin or somebody, he finishes.
But what if Islam hurts Colby, this fight is over too. You also gotta understand
100%, because then I think Islam might be able to finish him on the feet at this point because he's getting better with every fight, even though he had a tough fight with Volk. And at the same time, if he can just get that one takedown, that might be all it takes, because we can't forget, even though it was a long time ago, Colby do got that one loss to Warley Alves.
No, but the thing is, he's not gonna be able to take Colby down.
I'm saying if he's hurt.
Oh yeah, you're right.
If Islam can hurt Colby,
I think what he can do is he can hurt Colby and force Colby to shoot. Because sometimes
he
revert back to some of his bad habits. And if you can kind of hurt him, he can start like shooting.
But if this fight goes past 2 rounds, it automatically goes in favor of Colby.
It does, but at the same time, Colby, if this fight is close, he's gonna lose a decision. Colby's not gonna win a decision over Islam.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
And then the funny thing is, it's not like it's gonna be that big of a separation on the feet.
And unfortunately, when he get people to the ground, it ain't like he do that much with it, unless they just completely don't have no ground game and he can just smother them. But he's not a Roy McDonald ground and pound guy, and he's also not Islam. If I get you to the ground, I can finish it, with submission.
Yeah, I changed my mind. At first, I was going Colby. Now I'm going Islam. Because I think Islam ain't got the knockout power to be worried about. If he was fighting against any other welterweight, I probably would choose them, especially any welterweight in top 5. I hate to say it, man, but Colby, I don't think he can beat Islam. But at the same time, if he can get out the second round, he has a chance. But at the same time, he still has to try to finish Islam because he ain't going to win.
It's funny. They don't ever call out Shavkat and Renat. They don't never call out these guys, man, who can keep the fight standing and they can do whatever they want. They always, I want to fight Leon Edwards because
even when Kamzat was a welterweight, nobody was calling him out.
Yeah, they always find somebody who got enough of a weakness, even if it ain't a glaring weakness, the weakest part of their game to where they're like, I might be able to hold Leon down, or I might be able to.
And what if you go out there and just be taking Colby down easily, man? Because it was rumors that he was manhandling Leon Edwards in training. And I know when it comes to wrestling, Colby is way better than Leon, but I'm looking at the size. Colby has a significant size advantage over Islam, or at least on paper. So I was saying, if you can kind of manhandle Leon, I'm not saying he can manhandle Colby, but maybe he can take him down or surprise him with the takedowns, because he's going to be quicker. And like I said, we see these guys going up in weight and they have an athletic advantage. Look at Sean Strickland, he was a welterweight. Some of these guys going up and they become champions. Robert Whitaker was a welterweight.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Islam got this.